Hello, there are plenty of ways to kill some time out there. Right now, you are killing some time with us. My name is Marcus Bronzy.
And me, I'm Funk Butcher.
So, Funk. We like to keep things simple here at How to Kill an Hour, the podcast which shows you new ways to kill some time.
Yep.
One of them is a destination to find out all about how to kill an hour.
Oh, word? Yep. And that's howtokillanhour.com.
Indeed. You can find everything that we talk about on the show at howtokillanhour.com.
Yep.
Plus other bits of how to kill an hour informations. Quick hello to Matt Law getting involved via the Twitter.
Quick also hello to Shiloh, out to Alternatives, and out to Bionics, our cybernetic friend.
Sounds like one of my favourite producers when I was a kid. His name was Bionics.
Yeah.
I hope that's the same Bionics.
We hope so.
He made Grime.
Yeah.
That's the Bionics I know about.
If it's you, let us know.
Yeah. So we spoke a lot about Christmassy bits last week. Expensive Christmassy bits and slightly less dear Christmassy bits as well. But I feel like I always want to have room in the show for us to discuss with you, the listener, things that are free. Because that's one of my favourite prices.
You make us sound so broke.
Free is a great price. Free is a great price.
The austerity tech show.
No, but free is a good everybody likes a bit of freeness.
Yeah, true.
I'll give you case in point, the Queen.
Yeah.
She don't pay for shit. Royal family don't pay for shit. They're very happy looking people. Get me? Especially Prince Harry.
Yeah.
Get me?
Yeah.
Getting his he's getting married, isn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not digress. I want to share with you a free way to kill some time. Now, I came across something, and it works with the brand new iPhone X. There's been a lot of hype about the iPhone X. Well, I'm meant to be saying 10 on iPhone.
No.
Am I meant to say X or 10?
X.
Are you sure?
Is it 10? What did I say last week?
You've chastised me so much about calling it the X, but I've been so consistent that you've actually come over to the X side.
It is X. No, sorry. Yeah, you're right. It's 10. In the store, it's recognized as iPhone 10, yeah.
But I'm calling it the X.
But they use it as an X, yeah. Okay,
cool. So the iPhone X, it has facial recognition, among a few other things that it does that the iPhone 8 doesn't.
Yeah.
And someone's actually managed to create an app around the facial recognition system.
Okay.
It's called Rainbrow, and it's a game that you use by raising and lowering your eyebrows. Now, the aforementioned website, howtokillanhour.com, by the time you are hearing this, will have a video of Funk Butcher playing this game. But please, can you just describe this experience of using the iPhone X to play this Rainbrow game?
It's like Kama Sutra for your face. Literally,
your eyebrows were fucking your lips.
Yeah. You really have to raise your eyebrows right up to whatever remaining hairline you've got, and right down to your big old bottom lip. That's how you play this game, and it utilizes the main kind of super feature of the iPhone 10, not X, and it's a really enjoyable game. It's free, which you all love around here.
Good price.
And it's basically a case of you using your facial expressions, being as animated as possible to kind of move this emoji up and down the screen, avoiding these little obstacles which are kind of flying across the screen at the same time to get as much points as possible. Be good to see if there's kind of an interlink of online play, and you can try and see if your mates can top your score and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
So you literally raise your eyebrows to move your character around the screen.
Yeah.
And lower your eyebrows to move around the screen. I don't think there's ever been a game that's had that kind of input before. Has there been a game that works with emotions, really?
I saw something online, but I think it might have been this game.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think this is the first kind of utilizing the app in this manner. So it's a world first, baby.
Did it excite you, the technology? Was it did it feel like, oh, this is an amazing new thing?
I think it's the first time your face has been used as a control pad, I think that's never been done before, to my memory. So
how does your face feel afterwards?
Face feels very loose. feels like putty.
You had
plasticine face.
Some good facial exercises there.
Yeah.
Well, you can actually have a look at Funk's face because we're filming this in 360, aren't we?
Yeah.
And where can you check that out, Funk, of all places?
howtokillanhour.com.
Mad crazy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what we look like in 360 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit nervous.
But I think it is very difficult if you're a big fan of the Botox and you can't move your face around as freely as the rest of society.
I think if there's a 360 degree sort of social media app, like, I don't know, I'm not going to count YouTube as a social media app. To me, I see it as like as a consumption.
Okay.
Like, it's a place where I go to consume media. I don't see it as a super social, not in the same way that Facebook and Instagram and
it's
Twitter
one-way
are.
traffic.
Yeah, I feel like it's more like one-way traffic. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get involved and there's banter in the comments. Sometimes people are savage in the comments on YouTube. But
that's character building, man.
oh, it is
100%,
100%. But I would say that it's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it will be very interesting when somebody's going to take a 360 degree selfie, because we've all seen those selfies that have gone wrong. When somebody's got, like, you know, their kid in the background falling off the bed while they're trying to stunt and push out their bum and boobs for the camera.
Yeah.
Or you've had like guys that are like looking sharp in pictures and their room looks like somebody, I don't know, vomited a trash can out onto the floor.
Yeah.
But what's going to happen with 360 degrees? There's no hiding space for your nastiness.
Yeah.
So I think, how are we going to get around that? Is there going to be exposure? Will this not take off?
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I think there's going to be less selfies probably.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will have to be like, do I really want to expose the the guy hiding in the background and all that stuff?
Do I want to expose my shitty underpants that are half sticking out of my laundry basket?
Yeah.
That would be a good version of Tinder. A 360 degrees.
It's not going to be great news for the cloak and dagger people out there.
No, not at all.
The clandestine crew.
For the clandestine catfish gang.
Yeah.
Exactly. Another new app that popped up on my phone. I just updated it before we started today's show, Funk. I just updated my iPhone to the latest version of iOS.
Okay.
And I had this TV app on my actual phone. Have you got the app as well? Did you get the update?
Yeah, I got that as well.
So, we're currently using my phone for something else at the moment. But what is this? Can you talk us through the TV app as you get into it, please?
So the TV app used to be called, what used to be called, Billy?
Videos or something?
Yeah, videos. So it's basically just that. They've got a new, I guess it's a snazzy little icon.
Yeah.
And I think it's the way Apple are kind of bridging their world from the iPhone, because there's already Apple TV.
Yeah.
And I guess they're bridging it to their mobile devices through this app.
Okay.
So they're just starting that conversation. I think we're at the first stages of the TV war. This is the TV war. This is the first assault on the castle of Netflix.
Yeah, they're very careful with it though, because when I opened the app briefly, it recommended shows from BBC iPlayer to me, and it recommended a show that I opened it, and I went into Netflix. So at the moment, they're Netflix friendly.
Yeah.
But I think they want to be the go-to app to use it.
Well, you know the story of Troy, don't you? Where they built a Trojan horse and they kind of gifted it as an offering of peace and unity.
Exactly.
And then they hopped out like, "What up, son? We come to tear shit down. You thought we was friends." That's what Apple seems to be doing here with their kind of like the whole kind of, I don't know. It seems like they're trying to unite the worlds of TV between Netflix, but you know, Apple are a mammoth company with one objective, and that objective is world domination. So you think they don't want to share the number one spot.
So you think it's let's be friendly, let's introduce Netflix into our world, get people used to using Netflix. And Billy doesn't believe me, but I can tell by his body language. 100%, I did it. I know what I did on my phone, bro. What? Go on.
Can I just interject here?
Go on.
Go on.
No.
So basically, no, I'm joking.
Gotcha.
On the Apple TV app,
yeah,
you can't watch anything on Netflix through it. And I googled this.
Bruv, you're not listening to me. What did I say? I said I opened the app, clicked on it, opened it. It recommended an iPlayer thing, which I didn't watch. It recommended the League of Extraordinary. No, not the Extraordinary League.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Not that film.
League of Gentlemen. Yeah.
League of Gentlemen. I clicked on it and I opened the Netflix app. It opened the Netflix app and then I started to watch a bit of an episode and then I came out of it and I went, oh, we must talk about that on the How to Kill an Hour show.
It's not
interesting.
It's not on my one.
Are you on Netflix?
Yeah.
Is it on your phone?
It's on my phone.
Are you logged into it?
I've just clicked on the League of Gentlemen, and on it's got listed BBC iPlayer, Netflix, and iTunes. So I guess what it's saying is that you can watch it on either of those 3 platforms through your iPhone. So that's what's coming up on my screen.
Where?
Why is Billy? He's so against the cause, isn't he?
Because
Have you got Netflix installed on your phone though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I googled it, and he said the reason why Netflix don't allow it to go through the Apple TV app is because
Apple TV app. This is just the TV app.
What was you saying?
It's the new app, the TV app. It's a TV app. It's just a TV logo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Series 1 Netflix. Right. Okay.
Click on it.
Watch in. Watch in Netflix. So you have to actually open the Netflix app.
Did I not just say that?
All right.
Please, I'd like you to scroll back. Just use that -15 button about like 5 or 6 times. Go back and listen to that again, and then you can hear Billy.
Sorry, with the Amazon or the iPlayer ones, you can watch the actual iPlayer stuff through the Apple TV app.
Yeah, because they're not as much of a threat yet. Netflix is the threat. So what you want to do is you want to be nice, and probably Netflix probably just said no. You have to come to the Netflix app probably.
Yeah.
So are you right now? Happy now, Billy?
I got the wrong end of the stick. I apologise. I hold my hands up.
I'd like to go into 2018 knowing that Billy got the wrong end of the stick.
Wrong end of the app.
At least once from us. I've given him the wrong end of the stick. Apple's TV. Billy, there was something else you wanted to talk about, wasn't there, before we press record?
Was there?
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Billy that's confused.
He did mention something. I said mention it to us after we mentioned the Apple stuff.
Oh, the issues with the thingy-majig.
Oh, the thingy-majig.
Yeah.
Oh, is that in the What's-a-me-bob?
Yeah.
Was it that?
Yeah.
What was it?
You're gonna have to remind me.
I honestly I didn't even write.
Getting old, Billy.
I didn't even write. I didn't even write it down. Well, hopefully by the end of the episode, if Billy,
I'll remind. Like, ping, maybe like that light bulb. Like that's what it was.
Eureka.
All right. Anyway, right. FIFA. This is another game that people enjoy playing a lot, and I know I said I'd mention a few things that didn't cost as much money.
Yeah.
So this, in a way, could help to reduce the burden that FIFA may have caused you financially.
Okay.
Once a year when you're buying a game.
Okay, I'm listening.
So one of the world's most popular gaming franchises may be changing in a big way. EA's FIFA may look completely different from 2009 onwards in the form of subscription-based gaming. So that's where you pay a little bit every month or quarter or year. Oh, no, not a year, because that's when the game comes out. But every month or quarter or half year, whatever, depending on what the subscription is, we don't know yet, to play EA Sports FIFA 2019. Now, this is the Chief Executive Officer, Andrew Wilson. He said this. He said there's going to be no more annual releases in favour of continuous game updates. Because I think what they want to do is they want to make... There's a lot that changes in football in between one season and another.
Yeah,
right?
Transfers,
bits and bobs. And previously in the past, what they have done is given us live updates in the game. You download packs and stuff, right? Or you can play similar games.
No, they haven't actually.
No, they're not. They
actually hold that until the next title.
Really?
Yeah. So if there is a transfer, kind of, I don't know, like a big money transfer halfway through the season, they don't normally change that with an update. At the very least, they might change if a player halfway through the season cuts his hair, or changes his physical appearance. They might change that through an online update.
Yeah.
But you might buy a game like FIFA 17 and FIFA 18, and the only difference might be the movement of players. And yeah.
So what are your thoughts on them designing the game that moves towards, and this is in their words, a true streaming world where they think about, instead of having games where you're buying physical copies, you're pulling down the latest version of the game, because this could go on to be something that is updated weekly. Do you know what I mean? Scores and stats could be adjusted with immediate effect.
Yeah.
Leicester could have some great stats for while they were playing great and they won the league.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, me and Billy, we play it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And from my perspective, they kind of do that already with the online updates in terms of your... So, for instance, they will update the statistics, like the formations and stats
Okay.
for a current team.
Yeah.
You'll get that. You'll get that
Yeah.
update free.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah.
And I thought they did the other, because you know when there's like derby games, it suggests you. And that derby game is when like you have two big teams from an area that have
Yeah.
a massive rivalry. And you have that.
Yeah.
They come up on the home screen as
Yeah.
quick games. So
Yeah.
I thought that was they'd update everything else, but they don't update everything else. So
No,
you're like,
but if you had a
wow.
derby game and it was based on like Arsenal's last league performance, let's say it was bad, what FIFA would do, they would update the stats
for that season.
for that game.
For that
So
game,
for the next time
okay.
when you're online, you might play a season game. The stats of Arsenal will be different. The
Okay.
team stats.
All right.
So that update is free. So what they're saying now is that they will probably charge for that update, but take away the charge of the annual whatever
Title.
£60-70 you'd pay for the title.
Wow. So eBay's success in this Ultimate Team micro payment.
eBay or EA?
eBay. You can tell what I've been looking on this
Because
week.
that's where the game goes after every year. The game goes to eBay every year. That's where you shot
Why?
it.
You just found out what I'm doing with my copy. But so EA
Yeah.
are really about this microtransaction. We spoke about this in last week's episodes.
Yeah.
They're about this microtransaction lifestyle where they encourage you to pay a little bit, or
Yeah.
as we heard last year,
Yeah.
you know, both of you got friends that have paid a lot of money into
Yeah.
these games. As well as that, now they want to go for a subscription-based service.
Yeah.
It's worked for the likes of Netflix.
Yeah.
It's worked for Spotify. I mean, Tidal's doing all right.
Yeah.
A game that you have to pay for monthly. Surely there's other games out there that are like that, are there?
No,
Are there games you have to subscribe to monthly?
There was.
what's it? Warcraft? I think
Yeah, I was
that
about
was
to
a
say
big,
there's that one that I only think that springs to mind. But
yeah.
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I mean, when you got games where you got massive communities like that, communities that which could literally form a small army, small
Army, yeah.
yeah, that could take on I don't know, United States.
Mm.
I mean,
Communities like Warcraft, FIFA, Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Then there probably is a demand from a company perspective to charge on a subscription-based fee, but again, we're kind of moving into dangerous territory because when those big companies start doing that, then a lot of other companies will follow suit
Okay.
and then try and legitimize it through these like nonsensical little add-ons and bonuses.
So long story short, I'm going to ask you both one by one. Funk first.
Yeah,
You're a FIFA player, right?
yeah,
FIFA fan?
yeah,
If the next version of FIFA is online only,
yeah.
we'll talk about price because I know that's important because you could say yeah, and I could be like £1 million a month or whatever. But let's be
Yeah.
realistic. If it costs something like, I don't know, let's divide the current cost of the game. Should we call it 60 quid?
Yeah.
60 divided by 10 and a little bit less than that because there's 12 months in a year. If it was a £5 a month for the new FIFA, how would you feel about that?
That's okay.
Okay. All right. So you do it
Yeah.
just because it's the same sort of money for you.
On the basis that at the end of that year another title doesn't come out, because that's
Yeah.
what I'm getting from it. That
Okay.
every year they're not going to release another title. They're just going to have
They-
one
yeah.
FIFA.
Yeah.
They just call it, I don't know, FIFA Universe.
Yeah. Or they might have a major update once a year. You'd be cool with that, just a big download. So they'd say to you, big download if they're going to change massive parts
As
of
long
the
as
game.
that big download is included in my subscription fee.
Okay, cool. All right. And they locked you in? Or what if it's a Netflix deal where you could kind of come out when you want it?
Well, this is the thing. Netflix has changed. They'll change the look of the site. They'll
Yeah.
change the content.
Yeah.
But there isn't a large jump in the pricing from once you pay your initial subscription. It just stays the same.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll chuck in at some point every, I don't know, maybe 12 months, they might increase
Yeah.
the subscription price,
Yeah.
but they won't be in like an overall kind of bulk price that you have to kind of chuck on top.
Okay.
So
Right.
it's difficult. I mean, FIFA built up a very loyal and dependent fan base,
Mm.
and that's the problem. A lot of us fans of football are dependent on the franchise now. We've lost a lot of faith in its nearest rival as compared to Pro Evo,
Yeah.
and if we want to kind of play a game outside of the real game in the real world, we always look to FIFA. We don't even look to Pro. So unless a viable competitor kind of enters the marketplace now and challenges FIFA that position, they're always going to be able to kind of charge these ridiculous prices.
What if the subscription cost was a little bit more than the game? So if we were talking like a $7.50 a month, do you think that they've done enough for you to stay with them? I'm with Apple.
Again, I think me as a lover of football, I think I've hit that point where I probably have no choice. I have no choice in the matter. It's just the force is literally kind of making me reach into my pocket, take out my wallet and hand over my card details.
So you're literally just saying have your wicked way.
Yeah, I'm a slave to the rhythm.
Slave to the rhythm. Billy Boy, what's your take on the matter, man?
In a way, I don't really mind it, because at the end of the day, a few years ago, I thought to myself, FIFA would work if it was just a game updated every year, because all you really have is a few gameplay tweaks and some players moving.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that massive change that FIFA used to have. FIFA used to have like a massive gameplay change.
Yeah.
They've kind of reached a plateau where they need to like tweak it here and there.
Yeah. Even the graphics don't really change that much.
Not that much anymore, no. I'm a different mind to Funk. If it was any more than £3 a month, I'd start to consider if it'd be worth it. £3 a month, 3 times 12, what's that, 36? So okay, say £4, no more than 5. 5's my absolute limit. I'm not paying.
Do you know what? I'm with you on that,
£120 a
because
month.
if on top of that, then you have to play the PlayStation Plus price, then that it's getting a bit silly.
Part of me thinks that they're going to do this right, and then they're going to release Ultimate Team as a standard disc. So that's a completely different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd buy the full game.
Yeah.
If it was at £3-4, no more than a £5, because a £5 is what, £60? I mean, I pay £50 for my game now. It's an extra 10. I could probably stomach it if they're gonna continually support it, and if they're gonna listen to their community and say, oh, this doesn't work, and then they fix it, because at the moment some stuff's broken on FIFA.
So is that extra 10 on top of what you would pay for the PlayStation online subscription as well?
What do you mean? Is it like the actual disc?
No, so the PlayStation Plus, the price that you have to play online gaming on PlayStation is one set price. Would you add an extra £10 or £3 a month on top of that? Would you be happy with that?
Oh wow, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I pay £40 a month. £40 a month, Jesus. £40 a year for my online.
Yeah.
So you're saying, so if you count in, you're paying.
And also check this, guys, as well. I'm gonna throw this at you as well. You don't only play FIFA, so how would you feel if your whole game catalog now said? Because the one thing about FIFA is, if you wanted to, I'm not saying you would, but if you wanted to, and the game finished, a new game came out, you could still play the old game, the old disc, the old download. But if you
you couldn't though. Because none of your friends will be on the old game.
But I'm just saying you could hypothetically. Yeah, you can. You have the choice too.
You have the choice, but that's what FIFA knows. FIFA knows that the incubation period of a game.
Hear me out, there, bro.
Go on.
That you do sometimes go back and play.
I never go back.
You never go back.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I go back and play old school games. Though.
Never.
I do.
Not with FIFA, because
no, not with FIFA, but with all. Let's leave FIFA now.
Okay.
I'm saying all of your titles.
Yeah.
Now became moving forward, pay as you go.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So now, if you have 10 games, you have to spend £50 a month.
They've already got that though.
Yeah, they've already got that.
That's what they've got in the PlayStation Plus. So
and Xbox.
Yeah, you can go back and play retro titles and old games.
But if you want to go back and play that game, they say to you have to pay your £5 again. So say there's a game that comes out, a single title that comes out and does, let's say, an Uncharted game.
Yeah.
You play it.
Yeah.
And then you might put that down.
Yeah.
Say for any reason you just want to go back and play a little bit more of it, you have to pay your £5 again. Or will there be limits to sort of your saves? Can you keep your save data and then just not pay do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at what point would you be comfortable with paying? Would you be comfortable playing it pay as you earn for all your games?
Well, on Xbox,
pay as you go.
There's something called Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's not like retro games. There's games that's been out a couple of years ago, games out a year ago. They're not major titles at the moment. But if you pay £15 a month, you get access to all those hundreds of games.
Yeah.
And you can play them for as long as you want and whatever.
Okay, all right. Let me first.
That's where they're going.
This is what I'm getting at. If you, all right. So for example, games this year: Mario, Zelda, FIFA, COD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be cool with paying £5 a month for all of those, £20 a month for all those games, or would you rather have the choice to just buy the game outright and have the title and use it when you want? That's what I'm getting.
Outright.
So that's what I'm saying. We could be moving towards a world where everything's pay as you go, like FIFA. Like games that are big franchises like Mario's, Zelda's, It's interesting. I'm just saying it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting you say that because it's cool when it's one game, but when it's all games, now I'm like, what?
It's
If
quite
it was
mad.
sorry,
It's quite interesting because Sky they used to do something whereby you you paid for the rental of a film, and then they send you out the physical film as well.
Yeah,
They used to actually send out the physical copy.
Still do that, you know?
Yeah.
Still do that.
And I recently rented a film on the PlayStation Store. But obviously, you don't get the physical copy as well. So even if I was to buy it on the PlayStation Store, they wouldn't send the physical copy. So it's kind of difficult because I know Sky always. I know PlayStation always say that if you're the kind of the license holder of that account, then you can hold the data. But I remember very famously, Bruce Willis had that situation with Apple, whereby when he bought the tunes for his kids and he wanted to pass them down, he found out he didn't own the data and he couldn't pass it down to his children. So who knows?
You had to pay for a subscription for each of your kids to play a game.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. So who knows? Maybe we are. It isn't a pay-as-you-go situation if we pay for that one-off game, a fee for that one-off game of Call of Duty. Maybe we can't actually pass it down to whoever.
I think I'm happy with paying for titles one bit by bit.
Yeah.
I prefer that. I wouldn't like any sort
What's
of
that, Billy?
I wouldn't like. Go on.
So I got a question for you guys.
Go on.
If gaming went like the Spotify model, and you got access to every single game, new and old, how much would you pay a month?
Now I'm involved. Now you can take a tenner from me a month.
Yeah.
Now you can take a $9.99.
More than a tenner.
Well, now you can. $9.99. I'm cool. Unless because I'm honest, I want to choose. I want to pick and choose with that because it's not like music. I feel like I could just browse through music, enjoy wide ranges of music. But with gaming, I feel like I want to get a game, spend some time with it, and then move on. That's just me.
But wasn't Apple trying to do that with the big movie releases where they, at the point where it hits cinema, you can pay a certain amount of money and you can watch it at home. Pay
extra to watch it at home.
Yeah.
And Netflix just went, how about we just make Stranger Things?
Checkmate.
And just said, hey, this is how it's going to be from now on.
Yeah.
But wow, the industry really is shitting itself. Anyway, next, speaking of films and stuff, something happened this week, man.
The Force.
In a galaxy. Alright, bruv.
In a galaxy far, far.
In a galaxy far away. A couple of geezers, some light swords. Fucking hell, mate. They had this thing called the Force. I'll tell you, it's proper, mate.
They're trying to stop its dark side.
Aye, mate, the dark side, proper dark. So some darkies, right? Yeah, some darkies, and they were on the light side. There's some darkies, and there's this little green guy who backwards he spoke. He's mad, yeah. And so the new Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
Bruv.
The verdict. I don't like that side, man. I don't like that. Do you know, can I just say one thing? I was in hysterics yesterday because a friend of mine, Danny J. Lewis, big garage producer and teacher, in fact, educator, like, you know.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. And he's a big Star Wars fan.
Right.
Trekkies are called Star Trek are called Trekkies. What Star Wars people called?
I don't know. What are they called?
Warsies? Was it Star Warsies?
I'll Google that while you tell your story. Go on.
But he said, that the new Star Wars film has drawn comparisons to Spaceballs. Do you remember the film Spaceballs? It was actually a spoof, which oh my gosh, I forgot the guy's name.
There's no short name apparently. That's what the internet told me.
Okay,
But anyway, Karen,
yeah.
So
But,
spoof film, so like a parody, yeah.
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 And you need to see this film. The film's hilarious.
I've not seen Spaceballs. I'm gonna be honest. Go on, share it with me. Tell me.
Yeah. So Spaceballs has got